Let's take a look at the idea of starting an online document creation service, which could also be called an online document automation service. What you're going to be doing is taking businesses who have the kind of older style of doing business where they're sending out a whole lot of documents, they're having clients sign things, fill in information, send it back to their office either via post or scanning via email and then sending via email, and then perhaps it gets printed out back at the office. What you're looking at doing is automating some of those processes and making it a whole lot easier and saving people time as well. And for a lot of businesses, it is around things like proposals and contracts that is very close to the end of the sales cycle. So if you can provide a way of getting that revenue coming in a little bit quicker for businesses, then it's going to be an easier sell for you for this business. So what you're going to be doing is approaching businesses and saying to them, I can see here that you send out these documents to a client. We'll use the example of a financial planner. They send out a document called a fact finder or client questionnaire to a client. They spend quite a bit of time filling that out. Sometimes they come into the office and fill in those details as well. And then that gets sent back to the advisor. What you're going to be doing is automating that part of it so they can actually send out a link. The client fills in the details online, a whole lot quicker way of doing things. You can have what's called conditional logic. That means that the actual whole form is cut down to just the sections that that particular client needs to fill in. And then that information can flow through using a tool called Web Merge. And that'll actually complete the document, fill in a actual Word document, and that can be sent through to you or sent back through to the client. And finally, you can add on a tool called HelloSign. So I'll just show you some of those tools. The first one is that Typeform, where it's just a more modern type of form that you can fill in. Now that would be connected up with Zapier. So Zapier just takes the information from Typeform and would send it across to a tool called Web Merge. And in this tool, what it does is takes that data and puts it into particular parts of the document for you. And that can either be sent through to yourself, the client, or yourself and the client. And finally, if you need to have signatures included in your document automation or creation service, then you can use a tool like HelloSign, where that information will flow through and go into the specific tables. Now you can bypass some of the actual form connection side of it if you want to, using just HelloSign, but it depends on how complex the form is. So I've got the links in thatbusinessidea.com where it's got links through to these particular tools, so you can just check those out, and some of the additional documents that you could look at automating and creating a business around.